So if you are anything like me, then probably your wish list of detailing or car cleaning products only ever seems to get longer no matter how much you actually buy. And probably this video isn't going to actually help you with that problem. So what I've got today is a list of my favourite detailing products and tools that I really wish I'd have got sooner. Now, some of these products have been sent to me over the past year or so, and some of them have been purchased myself. So the word upgrade of course means different things to different people, and it depends on what you actually own at the moment. But for me, these products had to satisfy the following criteria to get a place on this list. So firstly, they need to have improved a process in some way, whether that's by making things easier or more efficient. I also need to have previously had an inferior version of it, something that I thought definitely benefited from being upgraded. So first up, I've got two pressure washer upgrades. I've got this, which is my short trigger that I purchased well over a year ago, and I've also got this here, which you can kind of see, which is my new hose that In2 Detailing very kindly sent quite a few months ago. So if you currently own a Karcher like myself, then you'll notice that unfortunately they're plagued with two pretty annoying issues. First of all, the trigger is just massive and makes it quite difficult to get around areas such as the wheel arches, and I also find the connections quite annoying and just a little bit stiff and irritating to use. And the second issue is that the hose is really stiff and just has a tendency to kink up, which is really annoying. It can sort of whack against your car if you're not careful, and yeah, really didn't like that about my Karcher. So my short trigger has solved that first issue, and it just makes things so much easier. It's got the quick release on the front, which just makes switching between your nozzles and your foam cannon so quick and much less annoying. And also the fact that it's much shorter in comparison to the Karcher just means that getting in areas like the wheel arches is a lot easier, and I just feel like I have a lot more control over it. With it of course having that shorter length, I don't feel like I have to hold it two-handed. And secondly, I of course have the hose, which is wire braided and doesn't kink up nearly as much as the plastic one that comes originally with the Karcher. It also has the benefit of being 10 metres in length, which is 4 metres longer than the original Karcher one. Makes it a lot easier to clean cars without having to move the pressure washer whatsoever. So I know In2 Detailing does do versions of these for other pressure washers as well, so I'll of course be popping links to everything that I talk about in this video today, so you can go and check out the websites where they come from. Now next up I have this foam cannon. So this is an MJJC Foam Cannon Pro version 2, which was sent to me just over a year ago, and the quality of foam that this produces in comparison to my previous foam cannons is really quite impressive. If you do like thick snow foam, then this is a really good one to use. It does definitely produce that, but it also does have some quite cool additional features that a lot of foam cannons don't have. So the fact that you can adjust the nozzle so it's horizontal as well as vertical. You've also got a weighted pickup pipe on the bottom, which means that even when there's not much solution in the bottle and you are sort of turning it on its side, then you still will be able to pick up the solution that's in there. It also has the wide mouth, which makes it a lot easier to pour product in, and it also just has stood up really well in terms of quality. So the next thing I've got on my list is something that I really do wish I'd have bought sooner, and it's this. This is my IK pump sprayer. Now, I put off buying this for ages because I used to use sort of just a trigger spray to apply a citrus pre-wash to the car, and I was thinking it's fine, you know, it's not that much effort and things, but when you go to this, I honestly can't imagine going back to that method. If you are currently doing that, then I would seriously consider investing in one of these. They make the whole process so much easier and more efficient. You can get much better coverage using this method, and it also just is a lot faster to actually go around the car. Now there are plenty of different pump sprayers out there. There are some cheap ones you can get on eBay and Amazon. I went with this IK one, which is about £17, but I'm really happy with how this has performed. I use it week in, week out, and yeah, it's shown no signs of aging whatsoever, and I think it is a really good purchase. So the next products I've got on this list is this tyre dressing brush. Now, despite this being quite cheap, I was actually pretty sceptical to buy it because I thought it might be a little bit of a gimmick. However, having tried it, I understand why people talk about it so highly. It essentially consists of really densely packed bristles, which means that 1, the application of your tyre dressing is very even, and 2, that loads of your product doesn't sink into the applicator. It's certainly not an essential product and definitely is classed as a luxury. However, I'm really glad I bought it, and it is a lot nicer experience compared to using a sponge applicator. Now, if you have been watching the channel for a decent amount of time, then you'll know that my car next to me isn't ceramic coated, and that's just because I like trying different products out, and I wouldn't be able to film as many videos if there was something as durable as a coating on the paintwork. However, I have invested in some coatings to basically help with other areas of the car. So firstly, I've got the Pyramid Car Care carbon glass coating, which for me personally has been a huge upgrade from sealants that I put on my glass. So I had this on my car for 12 months before I needed to polish it off and apply a new layer just to get a little bit better performance. But that durability far surpassed what I expected, as most sealants typically only last around 1 to 2 months on my car. It's incredibly easy to apply. I was initially a little bit scared because it says coating in the name that it was going to be a little bit difficult, but it was completely effortless and almost too easy that I thought I'd done something wrong. But considering how long it lasted, I don't think that was the case. This really helps with visibility when driving in the rain, and the water just beads off the windscreen when I'm driving on faster roads. So it's not really a product that I could live without now I've tried it on my windscreen. So next is this product, which I've been using more recently, and this is the G-Technic C4 Permanent Trim Restorer, and it's a huge upgrade in my opinion from using more traditional trim dressings, which from my experience only last a couple of weeks before they need reapplying. I've had this on my car for over a month now and it showed no signs of deterioration, which I definitely wouldn't expect at this point, to be fair, considering it estimates that it should last for 1 to 2 years, but it has so far removed the need to apply a trim dressing every single week to the car. So here I have my next upgrade. So these are some wheel brushes. Now, I've been known in the past to be a little bit cheap when it comes to wheel brushes and just buy sort of the more inexpensive knockoff kind of copy versions. And if I could go back, I would definitely change this and just buy these 3. So firstly, I've got these 2 easy brushes. So I've got the large one, which I find does fit every wheel I've tried so far. I'm sure there are some designs out there which would require the smaller one, but for me this has been just fine. And I've also got the Easy Go brush, which is perfect for cleaning arches. Both of these are a lot softer than I expected, in particular the large brush, and they just make cleaning so much easier. And when I first used them, I was really surprised at how much better they felt than the cheaper versions that I have tried in the past. And next, if you are looking for something that's going to be a little bit softer than these and a bit better maybe for more delicate finishes, it's something that I use on my car, and it is this Mammoth Woolly Wheel Wand. Now this is really soft, it is, as it says in the name, made of wool, so really good for those delicate finishes. But what I found most beneficial about it is that it fits into really tight gaps where other microfiber brushes that I've tried in the past just aren't capable of doing. Up until about a year ago, I always used to wash my car using the noodle style mitts. However, I made the switch to these microfiber style mitts and personally could not see myself going back to the noodle ones. These feel much softer and more premium when you're washing the car, and they feel a lot nicer and slicker on the paintwork. So I have this Cheon one which I purchased myself, and this is a really nice one if you are looking for that mitt style. I also was sent this Garage Therapy one, which does feel softer after more washes compared to the Cheon one, so I do think it's a little bit better quality, and it's good if you are looking for that larger wash pad style. And the most expensive upgrade on my list is this here. So this is my car dryer that I purchased quite a few months ago. Now this is definitely a luxury item and certainly far from essential, but for me at least this has replaced the need for using a drying towel on my car, which I like because it reduces the amount of contact I have to make with the paintwork, and it also just helps to get rid of really annoying drips that come from areas like the headlights and the grille and around the mirrors, and it just makes drying the car a lot more satisfying. It does definitely make the process longer than using a traditional drying towel, but I am really happy with the results I get from using this dryer. So I won't labour on too much about this product as I have got a recent video on it, so if you are interested in getting a dryer then I'll pop a link on screen to that so you can check that out. If you have enjoyed this video though, it'd be great if you could drop it a like, and thanks for watching.